So the public website for active partnerships this is what the student sees. So I'm going to click on that. We provided a link to you so you can see what the student sees. And so we have a fairly lengthy FAQ, but again, it's designed, even though it's long when you look at it from a desktop perspective, is designed to be scalable based on different types of devices, mobile devices and that. And so that students don't have to, go forward, go back, and all that kind of navigating on the website. So this is a relatively long page, but based on feedback we've got from students, this is the way they wanted to see it. So there's a description of what they are, how they receive them, how they can apply information about the different types of discounts, and then here's the embedded spreadsheet that they can see. And then they can scroll through. So they can say, well, I work for the city of Detroit. Does Davenport have a partnership with the city of Detroit? There it is, right there. It's employees and dependents, spouses are included, and then as they start scrolling across, they will start to see some of the other information that I showed you on the other website in terms of what's the frequency of the paperwork, proof that they're employed, they only do it once per academic year, are there any exclusions? Yep, there are a few exclusions to that program, but a student would be able to find that information and be able to start to get a sense of, yes, does Davenport have an active partnership with their company, their employer, if it's the city of Detroit, or we have also one with the city of Lansing, and they'd be able to just go through and figure out, yeah, I've got some of that stuff and I can apply for that. One of the things we're doing still is that students, if students qualify for higher scholarships, we will award that, but more often than not, students would go after one of these partnerships. So a student would be able to scroll through and get a lot of answers as to how is it calculated. And we calculate it a number of different ways. If the student is not scheduled, we simply assume that the student is going to be a full-time student. We estimate it. Once a student is scheduled, then we calculate the award. We recalculate the award based on their schedule. So if we assumed they were in 12 credits, but now when they're scheduled, they're actually in 6, overnight, we will recalculate that award and adjust it to 6 credits. But now let's say billing happens, and out of those 6 credits, actually all 6 of them are online. So they actually have a higher tuition rate. We'll recalculate it again to make sure that that percentage, whether it's 20, 30, 39%, is 39% of actual tuition charges. Beauty of that process. The beauty of that process is that a student will see the award, even if it's just an estimated award, on their award letter with all their other financial aid, their Pell Grant, their Michigan tuition grant, their loans, everything else, all in one spot. But how do they apply for it? Short answer, they simply let us know. They simply let us know. They can email us, they can email the document. Sometimes we get it through an admissions rep or an advisor. They simply now want to let us know the best way is to use this partnership discount application. So the student clicks on that, and then this requires them to be a student. So let me back up for just a second on that. That first page, when the student saw all the FAQs, the whole list of all the partnerships, that's public information. Anybody can have access to that anywhere that they get at the davenport.edu website. In order to actually apply for this, they have to be an admitted student with a Davenport login. So if they were not yet logged in and then clicked on the application, then Davenport's login screen would have popped up. The student simply would have to log in, and then they get access to the form. So on this form then, we honestly made it as simple as possible. Once they're logged in, we have the student's name, we have that information about the student. We're going to default, and the student simply says, okay, I'm applying for the fall semester, and eventually, as winter comes in, we'll add in winter 19, we'll add in spring summer 19, and fall 18 will fall off, just like we've been doing with the Davenport tuition discounts. One of the changes we've made to actually, based on feedback from students, is to actually give them the whole list. And so when they say, I'm applying for the Big B discount, they simply scroll through and actually click on Bigby. They don't just click on other and then type in Bigby some way, and then that actually causes delays and potential miscommunication between the students and Davenport. So the Davenport, the partnership name will be in this list. Are you the spouse or a qualifying child? No, I'm the student, I'm the employee directly. Click submit, and it comes directly to the financial aid office, and financial aid starts to process it. And they can do that anytime. So let's say you are a new student this fall. You get the Porter Hills discount. And now it's fall of 19. It's a year from now. They don't have to fill out this form again. Again, old process, they'd have to fill out that form maybe at least once a year, every single year, or even once a semester. New process, once they fill it out, it's done. We in financial aid will automatically award that if they got it fall of 18 and let's say winter 19, we will automatically award it into fall of 19 for that student and let them know that they simply have to provide us with additional paperwork. More often than not, most of these organizations are already advertising these discounts to their own employees or their members. There are many of Davenport Admissions has microsites for a lot of these programs, and students would be able to have access there to even more information. This is meant to give students the general idea, yep, City of Detroit, Chrysler UAW, DART employees, City of Lansing, who qualifies, employees and dependents, employees only, and what's the definition? What do they get? Is it tuition? Is it IPEX? And are there any exclusions as we go along? So that's to give a student the idea that yes, there is something for them. Remember, Davenport has over 700 different programs.